Hello everyone. Welcome back to a new post today, and let's today discuss about the achievement of India with regard to water conservation. So the Minister of Rural Development, in a statement in the House at the Parliament during the budget session, said that the government has constructed 30,000 Amrit Sarovars, which is an achievement towards water conservation in the country. Now, the government is implementing a program named Amrit Sarovar, which aims to not only save water but also conserve water and rejuvenate the ponds and the tanks in the rural areas. So let's have some insights about this and the very program as well. What are the unique features about Amrit Sarovar and why it is also unique in its own self compared to the other programs of water conservation? So we all know that water is a very important natural resource, and we are actually gifted with water because Earth is the only planet which has water, and 3/4 of the Earth is covered with water. It is an invaluable gift from nature. So because of the entire human race is able to survive because of water, which is not found on any other planet as well. So today many of the countries in the world are facing acute water crisis along with India as well, and to deal with the same problem, the Prime Minister has called for construction of 75 Amrit Sarovar ponds in each and every district in the country. Now these Amrit Sarovars are tanks or ponds that will play a very important role in the availability of water, both surface and underground. The government recently informed the House that it has already constructed more than 30,000 Amrit Sarovars in a very short period of 9 months. Now let me tell you that this program was launched in 2022 in August 15, that is Independence Day last year, with the target of constructing 50,000 Amrit Sarovars in each and every rural district of the country. That is 75 Amrit Sarovars in every district of the country. So this was the goal or the objective of the government. Now, terming this as a very big significant achievement, that just within a short span of 9 months, the minister said that we are able to achieve 30,000 Amrit Sarovars, and he mostly catered and gave contribution to the Jan Bhagidari or people's participation for making this to happen. Now, this program aims to revive the lakes, ponds in rural areas, and mainly to conserve water resources for future use, and also to overcome the acute water crisis in the country. The mission was launched in August 2022. So what is the main features of this mission? Why is this mission so important that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched it just last year, and terming it as a feat this time because we have achieved already 30,000 Amrit Sarovars across the country. So people's participation is at the heart of the mission, number one. Number two, it has included patriotism in the heart of the mission. You will see in the following post how. There is a social connect which is at the heart of the mission. Economic empowerment is the heart of the mission, point number 4. And point number 5 is that the mission not only aims to conserve water but is also being seen as to be secondary missions to various other programs as well. Water availability in the rural area and India as a whole is affected by the vagaries of Indian monsoon, number 1. Number 2, heat waves and excess of evaporation. Number 3, there is a lot of population pressure. Number 4, excess usage of water for food crops and sowing of water intensive crops, number 5. And number 6 is lack of proper groundwater due to the geological structure. This makes water availability very variable across the country, and so we do not have the similar water resources all throughout the length and breadth of the country. And so the most important need is to conserve the available water resources, because fresh water resources on the whole are limited in availability. And thus, keeping this in mind, and also climate change and the demand for water and focus of India on agriculture, that's modern agricultural practices, the government is now focused to construct these Amrit Sarovars, which are nothing but ponds and lakes. So let's have a few points about Amrit Sarovar, as we have already spoken about the achievement and the heart. What are the features that are at the heart of this mission, Amrit Sarovar mission? Now, Mission Amrit Sarovar was launched on 24th of April last year in the 75th year of independence as a part of Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. The mission aims to construct and rejuvenate 75 Amrit Sarovars in each district across the country, mainly to overcome the water crisis in rural areas. The Mission Amrit Sarovar was planned to target to construct almost 50,000 Amrit Sarovars across the country up to 15th August 2023, that is this year. Mission Amrit Sarovar has been launched with the objective to harvest and conserve water for future generations. So let's look at some of the important salient features or unique features of this Mission Amrit Sarovar. The program has many unique features which is really praiseworthy. So it is based on the whole government approach. The Mission Amrit Sarovar is based on the participation of many important ministries which can cater to rejuvenation and conservation of water, like the Ministry of Rural Development as it deals with rural areas, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Ministry of Culture, Ministry of Panchayati Raj, because Gram Sabhas are the heart of the mission, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. We will see that there is a focus on planting of trees around these ponds and these tanks. The second most important feature is that it covers every district in the country without leaving any place or district. So under the mission, every district of the country will construct and rejuvenate at least 75 Amrit Sarovars. Point number 3, it decides on the size of the pond or the tank. So this is a unique feature. So it says that each Amrit Sarovar will have a pondage area of at least 1 acre with a holding capacity of 10,000 cubic meters of water. Point number 5, it focuses on greenery and afforestation, just not conserving water and building the tanks or the ponds, but it says that every Amrit Sarovar will be surrounded by trees with indigenous population of trees like neem, peepal, your banyan, mango, etc. So afforestation is being focused on. Point number 5, every Sarovar will be a source of livelihood for the people in that rural region and also focuses on social relations. Let's see how. Every Amrit Sarovar will be a source of generation of livelihood for each and every individual there by providing purposes like irrigation, for agriculture, fisheries. So the people in that rural area can practice fishery in that region, duckery, cultivation of water chestnut, water tourism and other activities as well can be inculcated. The Amrit Sarovar will be a main social gathering point in that locality, and this improves social relations or connect between people. Number 6 is that the Amrit Sarovar will be a visible manifestation of the Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav because it inculcates a sense of pride and patriotism. It says that every Amrit Sarovar site will be a place for flag hoisting and on every Independence Day, and also the freedom fighters or their families in that region or the Padma awardees will be called to be associated with that event on that very day. So it inculcates a sense of pride and patriotism. Number 7 is that it converges various schemes. So there is a sense of synergy and also cooperation among different ministries and also the schemes which cater to not only conservation of water but also all the other activities that I've just spelled out. So Mission Amrit Sarovar works through the states and districts with convergence of various schemes like the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, which will build the ponds or the tanks or regenerate them. The 15th Finance Commission grants have been catered for this very action. Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana will look into the irrigation perspective such as watershed development component, etc. Har Khet Ko Pani, it will lead to the irrigation needs of the khet or the fields in that very region besides the state's own scheme. And also public contribution is being inculcated like crowdfunding, and corporate social responsibility is also being encouraged for this very work. Number 7 is that not only the water conservation but also people soil use, the usage of soil properly is being focused on. So the Mission Amrit Sarovar focuses on water conservation, people's participation, proper utilization of soil that is excavated from the water bodies, and this is going to be used in infrastructure projects. So whatever ponds are being built and the soil that is being excavated to deepen the ponds or to construct the ponds will not be wasted, but it will be used for various infrastructure projects. Now the use of soil and silt which is dug out will be used properly. So the Ministry of Railways, Road and Transport, Highways and other public agencies which are engaged in infrastructure, they will be also engaged in this mission because they will use the soil that is being excavated out of the Amrit Sarovar. And the last but not the least is dedicated prabaris. These are the officers or the officials which are appointed from the local region, that is, they will comprise the Panchayat Pratinidhi and the Panchayat level officers, who will be a set of Prabaris, and they will be allocated to every identified Amrit Sarovar in that dedicated area. Now, their job is to supervise and to overlook the proper construction and the proper usage and also proper afforestation around these Sarovars in the Panchayat, while they also are going to protect the community interests by doing so. So all in all, the Amrit Sarovar, Mission Amrit Sarovar is a wholesome program which not only looks at the component of water but also focuses on helping the Amrit Sarovars to protect the livelihoods, to improve livelihoods, to improve the social connect, and to also make it a place to make a reminder that the community assets are the assets of the whole community, which need to be respected with a sense of patriotism. And apart from that, most importantly, also afforestation is being focused on. Now, rural economy is going to be strengthened by this because agriculture is the mainstay of Indian economy. We still are an agriculture country, and it is a backbone for many manufacturing industries as well. So, rural economy will be strengthened by this. Water conservation will be practiced by this. The multi-purpose Amrit Sarovars, the ponds will just be not looked at source of water, but they will be multi-purpose as well. It will enable fish farming, as I said, and also foxnut in the lake, and also higher production of food grains will be ensured because water will be available for irrigation all throughout the year. So as I told you, rural economy is the heart of the Indian economy, and this rural side of India is going to benefit by this. So these types of programs should also be encouraged in urban areas where there is a lot of stress of population and migration from the rural to the urban areas. And even with these types of programs, the urban regions are also going to benefit. I hope this information was really helpful to you all to build up on your future information with or your knowledge with regard to water conservation and also Mission Sarovar. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe, and follow me for your daily updates. And until then, it's happy learning.